Hi, Scrappy Kathy here. I'm going to finish a project that I started at the Secret Not Secret Kit Club party last weekend. And during that party, I actually did, as a mixed media background, this piece. And I have a video on making that piece in my YouTube channel, so you can check that out. And I have taken the piece that I made, mounted it on a piece of goldish orange cardstock and on a white card. So I'm going to make a card here. I thought what I wanted to do was, I had this wonderful die that I picked up recently and thought I would use it as a cut file, as a card-sized cut file. So I've cut it out on white cardstock, and what I want is, I could just use it like this because the image just really, the background shows through beautifully, but I thought I'd like for that bird to be a contrasting color. So I found a blue and purple mixed media background that I created probably a year ago. I scanned it at the time, printed it, and sprayed it with some Heidi Swapp ColorShine and a few colors of Glimmer Mist, just to give it this kind of shiny sheen. What I'm going to do now is cut the bird out of the blue, and then I'm going to cut the message out of the blue. So I'm going to kind of pick, I would like for some of the purple to show up, and I'm trying to place it so that that happens. And now I'm just going to trace it on here, the part that I want cut out. And we'll see how well this works. I've never done one this small before. I'm taking a white pen so that it shows up on the blue image, on the blue background. And then I'm going to cut fussy cut just inside that. So this is kind of what I'm left with here. I'm going to take my fussy cutting scissors and see how well this works. My belief is that if the cutting is imperfect, and where I intended to have blue, some of the orange and gold shows up, that's really not gonna bother me a lot. So we'll see how far that goes. Now this part I have some doubts about, but it's actually the beak. So if I cut that off and that beak is orange, that's not going to bother me a lot. I kind of thought that through before. I'm not sure, when I do cuts like this, I wonder sometimes how much detail I need to do. Like that was kind of here at the end of the tail. I've got some again, we're just gonna see how this works out. It may be that it doesn't work out and I'll stop the video and go do something else. Okay, so here's the idea. Okay, I'm thinking that worked just fine. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to put a little bit of, I've got some liquid glue or that I'm applying with a toothpick. Here, I get to see that. So that this backing will stick to it in all the important places. So I'm kind of making sure I'm getting it on the edges. The reason, as I've kind of discovered, and I'm sure you can tell, that the detail didn't matter too much is because that's actually part of the die cut. It's part of the white. Okay, there's the blue behind the bird. It isn't perfect, but it does contrast nicely here. I'm not entirely happy with the overlap, however. So I'm getting a craft knife and I'm going to trim. I'm going to trim right in. Let me see if I can bring you in closer to see what I'm doing. I've got a little bit of overhang here, which you can see when I put it over the light gray on my mat. I'm going to see if I can cut that out. And if I can't do it cleanly, I may decide that it doesn't matter, and I may do something completely different. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm folding that back, and I can actually remove it this way on the back side. Okay. So, having done that, I will do this off camera. I'll do the rest of this off camera. I'll scan a picture of the finished product, but right now I think what I'm going to do is cut a word. I have my little tiny Sizzix die cutter that I got for Christmas. And I'm going to cut the word hello out of this part that's purple. So let me try to get this set up. I'll tell you what, it's not going to work on a craft mat. Lesson learned. Let me try it on top of this clear tablecloth. I think it might stick to the table that way. So I'm going to run it through, and hopefully that has come out nicely. Let me release this. Okay, and punch through here. We'll see how I can get this out. I'm always confused as to which hole actually pushes the image as opposed to the little weeds in between. So there's my hello that's going to go on the card. I will post the finished card image on the as the cover photo for the video, and that finishes that project. Not an earth-shattering project there, but it was a little off-putting to me at first using this small cut file. And I will do it again now that I've done this. So I appreciate you tuning in. Talk with you later. Scrappy Kathy out.